Country as we welcome in Brian Smith of Mainland Regional. An exciting week for the Mustangs. Good morning, Brian.
Morning, Sully. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Before we get into today and the Cherokee Challenge, let's talk about this week a little bit. And you guys beat Ocean City by 1 point. First win over Ocean City since 1998. That had to feel good for you guys.
Well, it does feel really good. I can't lie. I feel especially happy for the seniors who they were my first group when they came as freshmen my first year. And 4 years, they finally got over the hump, and they were so excited to get that W. It was 1 point, as close as you can get, but no, they were thrilled to get that done.
And who are those seniors? Give us some names here, because I know we talk a lot about the Aldridge girl, but there's a lot more to this team than just her.
Absolutely, we have senior tri-captains Kelly Glenn, Emily Forrester, and Ada Berg. We have one other senior who's in her first year out, Greer Egan. But those three seniors, the captains, they've been working hard for 4 years, and to finally see that come through and come up big against Ocean City, who's a tremendous program with such a storied history, that I really felt great for them.
Yeah, when you're talking South Jersey cross country, Ocean City on both the boys and the girls side are right up there with the top programs, even in the state. I mean, the boys have won 70-something Cape Atlantic League dual meets in a row, so that's a pretty high standard to live up to, and to get a win like that, that's got to be a huge shot of confidence for your girls.
No question. And the fact that it's the first meet of the year, it's a difficult opening match to have to face, especially in the conditions. It was high 80s, low 90s, last 2 days, and to run a race under those conditions in your first race of the year was extremely challenging for all the teams involved.
Now, Brian, tell us a little bit about today, the Cherokee Challenge, one of the top cross-country meets here early in the season. All the best teams in South Jersey are going to be up there, and Alyssa won this last year, correct?
She did. She won the sophomore race last year. It's a very unique format that they have, the Cherokee Challenge. They do it by grade.
Oh, okay.
So all the freshmen run together, all the sophomores, all the juniors, and all the seniors. So Alyssa won the sophomore race last year, so obviously this year she'll be in the junior race. But no, it's a really unique, exciting early season test. It's just a 2-mile race. I say just because normally, we race a 5K at 3.1 miles, so it's a little bit shorter distance. It's more, I don't want to say a sprint, but it's a little bit more quickly paced.
Talk about Alyssa Aldridge real quick, Brian. She's just into her junior year, but has such a storied career already in her first 2 seasons, both in cross country and track. And a great young lady, and so humble, and really doesn't even like the praise that's heaped on her every year in the fall. How far has she come along as a cross country runner in the last couple of years?
Right, no question. She came in as a freshman, and I would say relatively unknown, but she finished second in the state that year to Devin Grisbaum of Ocean City in the Meet of Champions. And then last year, some people still weren't sure about her. They thought maybe it was kind of a fluke, freshman coming in, but then she went on and went undefeated in the state of New Jersey last year, including the Meet of Champions, and finished 23rd in the country at the Foot Locker Nationals. So the thing about Alyssa is that she is ultra determined, and you're quite right. You're so right that she's very humble. She's someone who works extremely hard. You wouldn't believe the work ethic of this young lady, and her goals are the same and more this year. She's shown that she can do it. She's resilient. She's been training really hard. She runs with the boys, really, and that's the level of competition that she's training with. She's upped her miles more this year. She's put in more speed work with the track season last season. And, I was just on some of the statewide websites, and they had the predictions for the year, and the New Jersey Miles didn't even have her listed. Now, they said she's defending champion, but they had all kinds of other girls listed as favorites. And Brianna Guess of Haddonfield is one who's, they predict is going to win this year, and they didn't even really mention Alyssa. I said that's kind of, I don't say a little slap in the face, but that's a little motivation for someone who really doesn't need any motivation. She's so self-motivated.
Yeah, that's kind of a neat little rivalry that's going on between her and Brianna Guess from Haddonfield. They're two of the top runners in the state, and I think Brianna finished second last year or third? She
was third last year. Her and Olympia Martin, Ridgewood, so they were 1, 2, 3. and Olympia Martin got her at the line. But through track and cross country, at the Northeast Regionals for Foot Locker, Brianna Guess beat Alyssa by a few seconds, and then the Nationals, Alyssa got her by a few places. So yeah, they definitely have a spirited competition. Both tremendous young ladies.
You kind of need that too to be a great cross country runner. You need that one person who's always really pushing you to the limit, right?
Absolutely. You have that competition, that competitive spirit, and you need to have someone challenge you. And it's a friendly rivalry. I know that they're friendly young ladies, and you certainly need someone to push you, to drive you to that next level, and they do that for one another. Absolutely.
The interesting thing I think about Alyssa is she's not really in the same mold as what you'd consider to be a great cross-country runner. She's very tiny, only about 5'2", maybe, 100 pounds or so. Normally, when you think about great cross-country runners, they're girls who are 5'7", 5'8", long striders, and she's like this little Energizer bunny that just gets out there, and before you know it, she's 50 yards ahead of you.
Yeah, and she reminds me almost like a gymnast. She has that physique of a gymnast, but her motor is what separates her. She has that motor that gets going, especially cross country, whether it's uphill, no matter the terrain. She has that ability to drive the pace and to maintain it, and it really takes the spirit out of a lot of girls who try to keep up with her. But no, she really has a different kind of physique, but she's just she is a dynamo, no question about it.
Talking with Brian Smith, girls cross country coach at Mainland. Coach, how much does having a runner like that lift up the rest of the team? I mean, when you're talking daily day in practice, you got to keep up with Alyssa. That's going to make you a better runner no matter what.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a little bit unique this year. She, as I said, she trains with the voice. So actually in practice, we don't see a whole lot of her. We see her every day, but she runs off with the voice.
Okay.
They do a little bit further, a little bit more intense in terms of speed and distance. But the thing is, everyone on the team knows that she's there. They know that going into every race, we have someone who's going to carry the torch and win that race for us, and we just have to back her up. And that's the thing this year. You know, we have Alyssa, who individually is phenomenal. This year we have a team behind her that we feel like is building and growing, and they're providing. We have some depth this year in the numbers. Another aspect of having Alyssa is there's more interest. Last year I ended the season with 12 girls, and I had 8 returning. I have 18 this year, so that means 10 new girls showed up. So that means that she's having an impact on recruitment, on getting more girls interested, and that helps us as a team provide depth. And some of these new young ladies are stepping up and helping us to win a match like Thursday against Ocean City. Our number 5 runner on Thursday was a new girl, Grace Kennedy, who played field hockey the last 2 years. But she was our 5th runner, and that's the key for us, having that solid top 5 to go behind Alyssa to help her to win team, not just individual.
Coach, I know it's early in the season, but that's a huge win for you guys, like you said, against Ocean City, one of the best programs in South Jersey. What does that do psychologically for the girls going forward throughout the rest of the season?
Well, it's so important because it gives you that confidence. Now they know they beat one of the top programs, a team that we've never had success against. In the last 2 decades, really much success, and to come out and win in the opening match says that, hey, we belong with these top programs. We're a team that can compete not just in our conference, but when you look at South Jersey Group 3, we have a powerhouse here at South Jersey Group 3 in Seneca High School, who people are predicting will be one of the top teams in the state in Group 3. And, we feel like we can be right there, at least pushing them. And that's one of our goals this year is to take the next step as a team to support Alyssa and to have some team recognition as well go along with that individual recognition.
That's got to jazz you up as a coach to get a win like that and really get after it and say, hey, here's what we're capable of if we keep working hard.
No question. You think that cross-country might not be that exciting, you're going out and running, but the girls were so excited. I was thrilled. There was actually a little bit of an electric feeling in the air on Thursday. We had the field hockey game with Atlantic City, and then we had our cross-country match with Ocean City. And to come out of there with that 1-point win with a lot of people out there, it really was exciting. And the girls feed off of that. So training picks up, the intensity picks up. Girls start to feel like we have something special here, so we hope to build on that. We still have to do it, but it provides that incentive to go out and actually see the results and see it pay off.
Good stuff, Coach. I know you got to get to coaching, so we'll let you get at it there at the Cherokee Challenge. Appreciate you taking a few minutes.
Thanks, Sully. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you.
That was Brian Smith, girls cross country coach from Mainland. They're up at the Cherokee Challenge this morning.